everyone, it's Christine Janelle, the one-woman show behind Sanel J Studios. And just take a quick second, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up for a liking. I really appreciate it. So I'm here to talk to you about Making Christine Janelle Present, Episode 6, Quest to Save Easter. And as always, if this is your first time tuning in, this is not a tutorial, but more of a backstage pass or a look behind the curtain, so to speak, of how I make my doll shows. So as I said, this one was called Saving Easter. No, it was called Quest to Save Easter, but originally I called it Saving Jesus. Now I ended up changing it because I didn't want to give the ending away, but when I was writing this episode I called it Saving Jesus, and then I changed it to Quest just so it would fit better for a future series, which I do plan on doing. Have a lot of ideas of where these girls can go, these sisters who are college age. I dropped a lot of hints on the background because I actually have a lot of character development for these two done, which obviously didn't really play much into this video only because it's so short. But yeah, Colette, the curly honey haired sister, she goes to MIT, which is, as far as I know, super smart people go there, like Tony Stark, and they learn all this really cool tech engineering stuff. What was I saying? Alright, so I didn't want to call it Saving Jesus because I didn't want any spoilers. And also, tomorrow is Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday. Now, I didn't realize as I was posting, the promo for this show and other places, could it be misleading? Like, should I give a warning that it's very heavily, Christian themes going on here? But then I realized that I watch a lot of stuff and it doesn't tell me it's very anti-Christian, so I was like, nah, I'm good. Now the first part that you see me editing here is actually the first time I've used a practical set. So those two paintings in the background, actually my mother painted those and I confiscated them and I borrowed them because she loves me. And then I have the wooden, it's like craft paper, that's something I picked up at Michael's, I believe, and I really just wanted to give it like a basement feel, part of it's finished, part of it's unfinished, something the sisters could have painted the background themselves for. So this is really set. When the mom calls downstairs to them, they're in the basement, which has always been kind of Colette's playground for all her her misadventures and inventions. So some of the challenges that I had just filming for the first time on a practical set is that I'm not used to having to deal with the shadows. When I'm doing green screen, pretty much I edit out everything, the green screen and the shadows that I create when I move the dolls. But no, it was such a challenge, and I realized I wouldn't be able to edit because I have no idea how to. I'm sure someone could. I have no idea how to edit out shadows and leave the background looking the way that it is. And then when I got to the green screen portion, and it might be because my camera isn't the best. I mean, it's not a bad camera. It's just like a regular Canon. It really reflected the blue part of his robe. It really reflected the green heavily. And so there are a lot of holes that I had to try to fill. And then also the time machine, I haven't given a name yet. I really need to. But if you're familiar with Doctor Who, it's like a TARDIS. But it's kind of like a time machine, but it's not only a time machine. And Colette's, overly long explanation, she talks about how it can travel through both space and time and through other dimensions, meaning if her fangirl heart wanted to drop into the Marvel universe and meet Captain America, she could, or if she wanted to go back in time and meet Jesus, she could, obviously, because that's what she did here. But like I said, I do want to make that a series and run with it. I need to get a real name for it. I actually need to redo the machine because I didn't realize, I just want to make it look pretty. But for some reason, I don't know, I didn't realize how much blue green is in the paper that I used to cover it. And by the way, making that took a while too. I made his robe from scratch. But one thing I did want to mention is that I chose Aladdin for a very specific reason to play Jesus. One, Aladdin is a person of color who is from the Middle Eastern region. I don't know where fake Agrabah actually is, but obviously it's not a perfect match because, it's just a doll and it's not made to beat Jesus, but it's Aladdin for a reason. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that while making the promo for Instagram and Facebook, when I try to promote my channel, I make 10 to 20 second video promotion with a link to send people on over so they can see it. And I struggled with making it not making it misleading without leaving out anything important, while capturing the spirit of the episode and will not be having any spoilers, because like I said, I didn't want Jesus to be a spoiler. Like, that's the best part to me. This is something that I feel like I really would do, is go back and meet him. I'll meet him one day. That's something I really struggled with this episode, making the promo without being misleading. Like I said, I know, because I didn't say anything about Christianity in it. Are people going to like be upset about it? I don't know. I got a dislike, which I only ever get a couple of those, which I know as the channel will grow, I will get more and more and more. But it's easy when I only have one to fixate on. Why did I get a dislike? Why are you thumbing down my stuff? So I don't know, because of Jesus pop up, or I have no idea, because they didn't leave a comment. If you don't like my video, or if you think something needs to be improved on, I am so open to constructive criticism. Like, I love when that people do enjoy my show, but if you feel like I got lost at this point, or this didn't make sense to me, you know, anything like that, I would definitely appreciate hearing your voice. New video will be out next Saturday sometime, usually afternoon or evening, like this one. And that will actually be a story, because I alternate the making the video with the actual doll story every Saturday. So I hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about what I do and why I do it. Oh, if you did want to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, it's super easy. I'm just at SanelJ. There's just no studios. As always, peace, love, and unity. And I'll see you next week. Bye.